Good morning, folks. Here we have got Paul's lovely Yamaha XSR 125. It's in for a service. The first service, in fact. And we're also changing these back to standard. Paul is tall, so he needs the standard ride height instead of the lowered Lust Racing links we've got there. So he has happily supplied the originals. So that's this morning's little job. First off, we assess the situation with the suspension linkage, and we're going to swap these plates out to take it from lowered to standard height. Pretty straightforward on these. It's only 2 bolts. So I've got to take the weight off the rear wheel, as you can see here with the jack. Just enough to take the bolts out. The plates are off, and we can clean them up, throw the new ones in. And obviously you can see the difference in height as I have to jack it up some more to get the bolts in the new linkage on. So if you notice how much the back end went up there. So bolts in, nuts on, all tightened up. Those ratchet spanners really are a gift from God. They really are. Make things like this a lot easier. Sometimes you can't quite sneak in with the ratchet, so the ratchet spanners are very good. So that's the linkage fitted, and now onto the service. I'll drop in the oil, then the oil filter will come out. All pretty standard stuff. Then tyre pressures, checking the brake pads, making sure the tyre wear's good. Just the general visual check of everything around the bike, see if you can see anything amiss, and then later on in the video you'll see me go around the other side and check the chain. The adjustment's fine. Has got a couple of stiff links in it, so plenty of lubrication will be applied. Enjoy the show. Tyre pressures on this particular bike are 29 psi on the front and 33 on the rear. I like to check them with a little gauge I've got and then adjust them with the pump. Oh, the pump is calibrated, but I still like to do a double check. Checking brake pad wear sometimes can be a little bit finicky to get to the front to see the back pad. You've got to check both sides, can't just check one side. They do wear funny, so you can see me bending myself and contorting myself double there over the front wheel, that's why. Here's one for you. Oil level. Oil level on this engine says 850 millilitres. The oil is never what is specified on the engine casing. They're always a little bit, little bit less, because there'll be some still in the engine. So always double check. Never put the full amount it says on the casing in and then check it. You will always be over. So the Yamaha XSR says 850 millilitres, so on this I put 750 in and then ran it up and did a little bit of a top up just to get it up to the top line on the dipstick. Pretty standard stuff again, but if you don't know, you don't know. What am I doing here? I'm looking for a lost bolt. If you noticed earlier in the video, now you're going to backtrack and have a look. I did drop a bolt in the oil drain bowl. I did remember, here, and obviously I've gone over to the drain bowl, got it out of the bowl and fitted it to the bike. What a doofus. What am I doing? I am applying ACF 50 grease. I tend to do it on all the bolts, fixtures and fittings I do on most of my services. Makes my life much easier next time around when I do your bike again. Lubrication of general pivot points. We use the Bulldog BDX. It's a fantastic lubricant available here. Well, there you go folks, thanks for watching. That was a basic service with chain adjustment, oil change, tyre pressures, general lubrication of pivot points and a check over the tyres, brakes, etc. Also we changed tall pole's suspension linkage because it had the lowering kit on when he bought it, so we've put it back to standard so it's now at the right ride height for him. That's pretty much it, pretty straightforward stuff. I don't know if it's any interest to you, but I know you can't see underneath and you can't like zoom in. It'd be better if I had a cameraman on my shoulder all the time, but maybe we'll address that later on. But for the moment, thanks for watching.